Hardcore Punk Record Review. I'm Don. This week I'm going to cover compilation albums. Compilation albums are a variety of artists and bands on one record. Record companies and small labels would put a variety of bands on one record, a single or two of theirs on each record, to gain more exposure for their bands on their label. Sometimes there were benefit albums. Sometimes they're just ways to garner more records out there. All right, get you interested in more bands. All right, the first compilation album I'm going to discuss today is All Systems Go. This record is way out of print. It's a good snapshot of 90s hardcore bands. Great album. Very hard to find. So if you can find it in a bin someplace, at your local record shop, or online someplace, I highly suggest picking it up. Some notable bands on here is Ensign. They built up a lot of momentum in the 90s and into the 2000s. Great band. One of my favorite bands from North Carolina, Reinforce. They were a great little posi-core hardcore band. Love them. Aaron, the guitar player, still friends with. One of the best guitar players out of North Carolina. And he was like in high school when he was recording this stuff. So really great. Bane is also on here, and 10 Yard Fight. 10 Yard Fight is one of my all-time favorite hardcore bands from the 90s. Really great band. All right. Next record that I'm going to talk about is Mashing Up the Nation. I know this is not punk or hardcore, but it's ska, all ska, which has very close roots to punk and hardcore. They kind of all intertwine a little bit here and there. This is from 1991. Great, a lot of great ska bands on here. One, Mighty Mighty Boss Tones, as the Boss Tones before they had to change their name, because there was another band from Boston called the Boss Tones, and they had to change their name. This has the couple of songs from Bim Scala Bim. Great ska band, very good. You should check them out. And we also have Not Bob Marley on here, which is the original name of the Toasters, and the Toasters went on to be the most popular and most successful New York City ska band to come out of the 80s. Great band. This got Vicki Rose on there, who was their bass player and singer. She was marvelous singing, marvelous bass player. I loved the Toasters with Vicki Rose in it. One of my favorite era of the Toasters. This also has Les Miserables in it, and the New York Citizens on it. So great ska band. Great ska band on here. Great fun record. And you can still find this online. I will have in the description a website for you to go pick this up. All right. So you can also get it on iTunes if you just want to listen to it digitally, which is all right. And there's the digital copy of it on iTunes is volumes 1 and 2 put together. So this is the first volume. And there's a second volume. You can pick up that on iTunes. All right. Last record I'm going to do here is off of Revelation Records. It's Revelation 150. It's their 150th record that they put out. They started in the 1980s, and this came out in 2010. It's called Past Present. Breaking out the classics. So they got other hardcore bands to do covers of stuff that was on their label, that other bands did on their label. So it's a kind of like an homage to the early years of Revelation Records, before, when they were still in Connecticut, and the early years after they moved out to Huntington Beach, California. This has some really great songs on it, really great bands on it. Sick of It All doing As One from Warzone. Bold doing Searching for the Light, which was a super touch song. One of my all-time favorite songs from the New York hardcore scene was Searching for the Light. You have Walter from Gorilla Biscuits and Quicksand fame doing Push Too Far and Friends Like You, from which were by Sick of It All. Great album. You can still pick it up. You can pick it up on CD on Revelation Records, and you can still find copies of it online from other places like eBay and other places. Go pick it up. It is a great listen, great fun. Love this album. A lot of great songs. Another good one on here is an old Bold song, Wise Up, done by Backlash. Great sounding album from start to finish. Go pick it up. And the G.I. Joe hardcore show that they have on the cover is just hilarious and fun. So, until next time, go play some records and support your local record shop.